I break the rules and I don't care. What's up? I'm here with Justis, and this is Requiem for a Tuesday. I'm Adam. Welcome. How you doing, bud? How'd that Isaiah Pacheco MVP bet work out for you?
I made a total of $25 back.
How much did you put in?
$25.
So you broke even.
Yep.
That's considered a positive gamble.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
well done.
Shout out DraftKings because I got
Don't shout out draft.
most of. I mean, I just got to play with it for like a day, and I was like, "This is fun. I'll do this again for sure."
Yeah, gambling's awesome.
It's so much fun.
It's the best.
I'm so thrilled.
Here's the thing. It's the Super Bowl already. I'm on the edge of my seat. But with an investment, okay, let's just jump right into that. Okay, rate, review, subscribe. You're not going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
You know the gist. You know that there's still no they added stars to Spotify, like for ratings for podcasts.
Yeah.
Mine are still not visible because there's not enough. You
Damn.
believe that?
Yes, I do.
That's a call to action, ladies and gentlemen.
That's true. And microwaveminutes.com, you know. I'm going to throw that in there too.
I'm Oscar.com. Yeah. Sounds great.
You're not Oscar.
It's from Arrested Development.
I got
it. Yeah, Microwave Minutes. When's the season coming out, bud?
March.
Is that for sure?
Yeah. I'm editing right now.
What is it? Ooh.
Yeah.
A month out, huh?
No, I have a bunch.
You haven't touched it, is what that means?
I got dumb shit. No, they're touched.
Okay.
Everything's been touched. We need one more episode, and I want to make Food Club be the finale, and I want to bring it back, like full throttle video. But it'll have to be 4 of us, you know, and like miking up 4 people and visual for 4 people is a little complicated. But
we have my splitter thing. That's 2, right? Or is that 3?
And it's 2.
Oh.
But
we
there's
would need a second
workaround.
Yeah.
No.
Or no, somebody could line in. Anyway, we don't need to get into that right now.
Yeah, no, the logistics of it we don't have to discuss now.
Let's talk Super Bowl. What number was it? 53?
I didn't even. Did Isaiah Pacheco even do any?
He played great. But there was zero chance he was MVP.
Right.
But yeah, he was great.
Right. Am I correct in that is the running back of the Chiefs?
Correct.
Cool.
Yeah, he's a rookie, 6th rounder, I believe, maybe 7th.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, good for him.
Jinx. But yeah, I just saw the odds and I was like, yeah, I'll just fuck it. Who cares?
Well, the odds are pretty good for everybody for MVP. Hey, look, I bet Hassan Reddick for MVP defensive player super long shot, and he was embarrassed all night. He was pathetic and actually a big reason why they lost.
That sucks.
The Eagles' defensive line was probably one of the most disappointing, didn't show up performances in the history of the Super Bowl. Like, they literally came in, the only 2 teams ranked ahead of them in history for sacks in a season, the 1984 Chicago Bears and the 1985 Chicago Bears.
That's a callback.
The best defense of all time.
Yeah. And there was no sacks, right?
No.
Yeah. The whole
Not
time.
one.
Yeah.
No. There was
I
almost one.
That.
There was almost one. And it's like unbelievable. Anyway.
Who?
But here's the thing.
Is that Mahomes?
Sacks are kind of like a... I don't know what like a fart in the wind. It's about getting the pressure. Like, because if one guy causes pressure, then the quarterback moves. Sometimes the guy will, he basically runs into the defender and gets sacked by somebody else. Really, the other guy is the reason the sack happened. So, like, the pressure's more important, obviously, unless the quarterback escapes entirely, which Mahomes did at the end. It's just why they won, which is infuriating.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they had no pressure even. So they weren't even like close the whole time, let alone getting the sack. They didn't even do anything to cause any problems.
Or that just means that, Chiefs defense is just really good, right?
Well, offense.
I mean, that's what I mean.
Well, it is, but it doesn't matter. The Eagles did
Yeah, I get it. I still think it was exciting.
Well,
the entire time.
So here's the thing. I placed a bunch of bets. And I want to go through the ones that are the most frustrating or annoying.
Yeah.
Because that feels fun.
Okay, then I'll get mine out of the way real quick. I won the coin toss.
Tails never fails.
That's true.
That's what they say.
Wait, what was it? I don't remember.
It was tails.
I did like 4. So there was bonus bets that I was given. So I did it on all the categories of coin toss, and I just picked one of 50-50, whatever.
Right.
Like heads, or that the Chiefs would win.
But that's what's bullshit about the coin toss is that it's literally even odds, and you can't even bet it with even odds. They're both minus odds. Like it's stupid inherently.
Yeah.
Like they should both be even.
Yeah.
But whatever. That was the only other thing you bet?
No. I'm just saying the one that the one that I won.
Okay.
I could get into the ones that I
so
did,
I laid down a ton. Like I went with a bunch of little ones. One that's a little bit frustrating, but not that much because I didn't take it that seriously. But there was a bet where you could say that a kick would hit the crossbar or the upright, like the field goal post.
Yeah.
And I was like, come on, no way. I was like, I'll throw 5 on it. And then I was like, the odds, right? Happens right away. So that's bullshit. That could have been an easy win. I had another $5 I could have thrown on there, no problem. So I regret that, and it's especially annoying because that kick, had it gone in, I bet the over for field goals in the game total, but it missed because that kick missed.
Yeah.
So double negative there. Not happy about it.
Was that a leg of a bigger bet, or was it just they were both?
The kick over was
the kick over.
That was a parlay with the touchdown over, which did hit.
Damn.
So yeah, not great. Not great. What else do we got?
That's actually really upsetting.
Well, before the game, what I thought was hilarious though too. So every year they have the Walter Payton Man of the Year award.
I didn't see that.
That's fine.
I've seen it before.
Yeah, well, it's like a humanitarian award. It's like who did the most in their respective community, right? And Dak Prescott won. Now, he's the quarterback of the Cowboys, division rival of the Philadelphia Eagles. So they boo the fuck out of him. And it's like, I get it. Like, you don't like him, but it's literally just like, hey, this is a nice guy award. And they just ripped him apart. And he was laughing, so it made it even better that he was enjoying the moment. He knew,
Yeah.
Philly scumbags.
Oh, he knew that they were just pieces of shit.
Yeah, right. He was like that. He's like, that's funny that they would do
Yeah.
this. He understood the irony too, so I like that. Right off the bat, the Eagles fly down the field from the 3-yard line or whatever. I don't remember what yard line. Kenneth Gainwell up the middle. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I bet that because I bet so many bets I wasn't even sure. As I'm looking it up, the replay goes, and it's like, fuck no, he's down at the 1. I look, because it's first touchdown of the game, every player has crazy odds pretty much. It was plus fucking 1,800. I threw down $10, would have won $180. He's like 3 inches behind getting a touchdown. And the Eagles have this like quarterback sneak play that they run all the time, so it was guaranteed that he wasn't going to get the ball again.
Damn.
Heartbreaking. I also had some Chiefs player for first touchdown just in case they got the ball first or something, but
yeah.
I was like, if it's going to be somebody, like if they're going to run it in with a running back, it won't be their starting running back. I just knew it. And
it was.
Didn't shake out. No, Kenneth Gainwell's their backup.
Oh, God, I got it.
Yeah. Well, they're kind of equal, but either way. Then at halftime, Devontae Smith gets robbed of this catch. They review it for like 5 minutes, which is usually like, if you're looking at it that long, that probably means you don't have enough evidence to change the call, and then they just change the call. Eagles don't have enough time, and they have to kick a field goal. Ends up being crucial. Also, Jalen Hurts fumbling for a touchdown, pretty rough. So that didn't help either. They could have been up like 28-7 pretty realistically. And then, little botched. But then also what bothers me though is that I'm already hearing today all these people like, oh, they came back from 10 even right after it was over. It's like they come back from down 10 in the second half. It's like they were down 10 at the half, got the ball after the half, and scored right away.
And because of the call, it set them back. That's the whole thing.
Well, yeah, they should have been down 14 probably at the half. It's still impossible to say that they just like definitely would have scored a touchdown, but still, you'd like to see it.
Yeah.
The opportunity, which is how the ending went anyway. It's like you'd like to see the opportunity. They fucking botched their half like the refs do twice. But I mean, like, they go right down the field. And it's instantly a 3-point game. So it's not like it was this raw, like they came back late. It was immediately a 3-point game. So it's over exaggerated. They got the ball first. Had the Eagles gotten the ball at the half, if the coin toss went the other way or the choice was made the other way.
Yeah.
And they're up 24, then they could go up 31 and then it's a real big lead.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's just silly. Like, I get it. They won. It was an impressive win, no doubt. But, like, it's exaggerated that it was like a comeback win. There was 30 minutes of the game left.
Yeah. You forget how long I think the last...
Like, by the time they scored, there was still over 25 minutes left in the game.
Right.
So it's like it's a 3-point game with 25 minutes left.
Once they get all
this isn't this crazy of a
up
comeback.
For the first 2 quarters, it's just like they're moving by the third. It's like fast.
Yeah, it takes a while to settle in always in the Super Bowl.
Right.
Because no matter what, it's like you don't know what you're really expecting from the other team. You don't know how your guys are feeling. Everybody's always nervous.
Until the last, 20 minutes.
And then it's always just, back and forth. As long as the game is competitive, though. Sometimes it's pretty rough by then already.
Yeah.
But lately, the Super Bowls have been a lot of fun. That one especially was a ton of fun.
Yeah, the Eagles were fun to watch, honestly.
Yeah, really impressive. They were great on offense. Their defense just totally butchered it. Again, other than the Jalen Hurts fumble, but he was unbelievable.
No,
he was throwing fucking dimes all over the field. It was unbelievable. It reminded me, ironically, of Brady against the Eagles when the Eagles won. But he went out, he literally threw for over 500 yards in that Super Bowl and they lost.
Whoa.
Yeah, but every pass was 25 yards downfield. Perfect throw, complete. It was unbelievable, that game. It reminded me of that, though, kind of. He would just step back and launch it. And the Dallas Goedert, couple catches, man, that were just, right on his hands. And you watched him just, grip, like he was strangling an old man, He just really had his hands around there. It was impressive.
Old man is pigskin. The leather. Next year.
I mean, the penalty at the end was brutal. They just didn't need to call it. Didn't look like that pass was going to be complete. It's one of the, it's impossible to say. It's pretty close to the line of scrimmage. It was a bullshit call.
I didn't see it.
Well, the Chiefs basically got a first down off of it and then just ran out the clock, and they won by a field goal with no time left. Whereas instead, it would have been fourth down. They would have kicked that field goal with over a minute left.
Mm-hmm.
And the Eagles would have had at least a shot. We could have at least seen them have a real shot, and that would be way better. But we got robbed of that. And that it's cheap. It's a cheap ending. The Chiefs probably still would have won. They would have came up with finally a defensive stop.
Yeah.
It's hard to just march down the field.
Yeah.
But give them it's the Super Bowl. There was barely any penalties called all game, and it's all of a sudden something that wasn't that it wasn't 100%.
4 or 5 flags.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
A
little bit more.
It wasn't, but it wasn't they were playing hard all game. There wasn't a lot of physical calls. It was technical stuff, false starts and offsides, things like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It just sucks. Let him get one more. I don't know. Shouldn't have affected the outcome because the play wasn't egregious enough. He threw it way too far. You know what I mean? I feel like all of that should factor in. It wasn't downfield. It was bullshit. But what are you gonna do?
Bounce back.
What'd you think of the halftime show? Did you catch that?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
She
stole the Life of Pablo tour stage design.
Yeah. Oh, I noticed that right away.
I think Daniel said it immediately.
Yeah.
Somebody did. I don't remember who.
And he also did that for Kids See Ghosts. You know what I mean? Like they did that.
Right.
A lot.
Oh yeah, they were in like a box.
And they
that
had
was
a platform
cool
too. Yeah, it just
and
didn't
you just
look,
watched him outperform
honestly,
Kid Cudi like 30-1.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
So bad.
Embarrassing.
Because he's so bad.
Wow.
I'm not a fan of Kid Cudi.
I'm not either.
I wasn't
but
afraid of.
yeah.
I wasn't down with the stage design for the Super Bowl. I think it could have been cooler.
Yeah, because Pablo came out fucking 7 years ago. Step it up,
And like
she came out in all red.
Cameron Work
What's
was
next? You want to pull out an NPC?
No, you're gonna make.
She should have put a mask on.
It would have been cool.
I thought he was coming out for a second when all of the lights was going on. I was like, oh no, this will not be good. this is not a good idea. And then thankfully it was over really quickly.
Got it.
Yeah, that would have been.
I wasn't expecting him to come out, but
I thought Jay-Z was gonna come out. They already showed him there because he's like the producer of it, basically.
Yeah.
But I thought he would have suited up and
look was good. I loved her look the whole time. And
yeah, well, here's the thing. I don't think it should be this elaborate thing. Just come. She should have sang for real, probably.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's
what I would have liked. That's my biggest criticism. How about you just sing?
Right. Because maybe don't sound that good anymore. It's been a minute.
She definitely still sounds great.
I don't know.
There's no doubt.
We don't know.
I think that it was just, she's like, let's just make this nice and easy.
Yeah.
It'll be really entertaining.
That's true.
Without a lot going on. Like, let's just trust me. Like, my songs are good.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it. But it's like still.
But
here's the thing. Everybody else is also always lip syncing because they're doing these insane dances and getting swung across the room and all this insane shit that doesn't need to happen.
I loved Lady Gaga's.
I don't even remember.
It was good.
I don't know how anyone... well, here's the thing. I remember the games, which you probably don't.
Right.
So that's the difference.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's absolutely correct.
I remember the weekends being cool because it was the COVID year, so they
fun.
fucked around with it a lot, and that was cool.
Yeah, he was like running on the field. And
I feel like that changed it, though, too. Like, they care more about the at-home presentation since then. Like, this Rihanna one was, like...
curated
it had
for us.
Cinematography elements, whereas usually it's just design.
Yeah.
But this was like, we have a camera set. Like, this was storyboarded. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was a unique thing.
Into that, for sure.
That's how it's coming now, which I mean, it should. It's more for the people at home than anybody else.
The halftime show is for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A ton of people are getting up and going to the bathroom, going to get beers. Like,
yeah,
because it's halftime. That's what you do at halftime.
And they're there for the game, yeah.
Right.
That's why they're there, for
yes.
sure. They did pay mass amount of money for it, but it's still, I if I had tickets to the Super Bowl, I would treat it like the halftime show was like a big part of the sticker price,
Of course you would.
Yeah. So I wouldn't go to the
I mean, I would definitely watch it
the entire time. I wouldn't pee.
But I wouldn't be excited for it.
I would actually go to the bathroom like between the first and the second quarter.
There's never a good time to go to the bathroom.
No, you gotta.
You have to go during the game. That's the best time to go. Every other time, everyone else has the exact same mentality as you, and there's too many people and not enough toilets. Well, actually, that could just be a Soldier Field thing because Soldier Field sucks.
Yeah, and we've never gone to a game in another state. I haven't, at least.
I have not either. Not NFL.
We got to start crossing that off the list. Go during.
Well, what sucks is that the Lions are good now, so I think tickets might not be as attainable as they used to be.
Yeah.
Or at least not for the same price. You used to be able to go to Lions games, especially late in the year, for like $19, but now they're going to be good all year. So I don't know if people are going to want to sell their tickets.
Yeah.
But usually you could get tickets for even like a desirable game for like $50.
Have you never been to a Packers game?
No.
We should try it.
There's no way.
How much is a ticket there?
No one will. You can't get tickets there. You'd have to buy it off of someone.
Oh, whoa.
I mean, it's a town of 100,000 people. Everyone in the town wants to go.
Yeah.
The whole surrounding area wants to go for 30 miles.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, it's
Yeah.
all they have. It's unbelievable that that's a thing there. It doesn't make, like, you know what I mean? It's pretty unique.
Yeah.
It's like if Schaumburg, like if it was, it's like if the Bears played in Schaumburg and were called
The
the Schaumburg Bears. But even that wouldn't add up though, because it's still for 35 miles from Chicago.
Yeah.
Like that's not 35 miles from anywhere. It's just a weird little port town.
That's really sick.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Want to say a lot of fur trading went through there, but I have no idea.
I don't think so.
Seems like it would.
No. Maybe like, industrial resources, but I don't think fur. We're not bringing fur from Green Bay,
I'm talking about like.
Yeah, the coming through the town. I understand.
I'm talking about like the times of like the Louisiana Purchase.
Right.
When there were fur traders and shit.
I would say maybe coal before fur.
But it's like, it's because of the port.
Right.
It's because of the bay.
Yeah.
The boat travel, and it would go through Canada.
Yeah.
It seems like that would make a lot of sense to me, actually. But again, I don't know. But I'm just saying you're dismissing it way too without thought.
You're right. Sorry about your fur. Okay.
I would love to have a fur coat. That's
You can rock
baller
it.
shit.
Yeah.
I would love to have a fur coat, bottom grill, and Cuban link chain.
That would look good.
That's like my rich guy swag goals.
like DJ Khaled.
Basically, yeah. But less annoying.
Yeah, just not as wide,
I'm not wide, I'm deep. I say that a lot.
That's already better than DJ Khaled.
I feel like that's a good shirt.
That you're deep, not wide, or wide, not deep.
What?
Wait, what?
I'm not wide, I'm deep.
You would have the I'm. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what is it's just going to say not wide, deep? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Because it's a nice little double entendre there, too. So I like that. It's fun.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. It's pretty good. Either way, yeah. You didn't.
I got
really
tricked.
Finish,
Oh,
yeah,
I
you
got
didn't finish
tricked.
your bets, really.
I know. I got tricked by an ad.
Oh no!
I freaked out on everyone at the party.
From your bets?
No, it was a Tubi ad
Yeah.
during the Super Bowl, and it looked like the app launched. I was like looking at my phone, and then I looked up, and it was like whoosh, and it did like the splash screen. I've never used Tubi, but I assume it's exactly what their splash screen is. And I was like, "Who hit a button?" And nobody answered me. And I was like, "Guys, who hit a button?" Everybody's like, "What are you talking about, dude?" They looked at me like I was insane. Everyone in the room at once, and I was like, I got. Never mind. I was like, "Oh wait, there's commercials. This is one." I put it together too late, so that was fun. Best ad, without question, the Blue Moon ad. It blew all of our minds. It caught us all at the right time. Everybody was quiet for those commercials for whatever reason.
Yeah. They were listening.
I was locked in. It's like a bar fight's about to happen, and it's like between a Miller's Light guy and a Coors Light guy. And then, a whole bunch of action happens or whatever, and then at the end, they're like, actually, this ad was for Blue Moon the whole time. And then they just like put a beer on the table and it ends.
Oh, that's pretty good.
And I was like, damn, I respect the fuck out of that. That was dope.
Good for Blue Moon.
And then I also put it together that like Miller Coors is one company. They merged, so that wasn't like a cross branding. And they definitely also own Blue Moon, just like by default. They would have to.
Oh.
So it's like one company's ad, but that's really smart. Why own all those brands if you don't do creative shit like that? Great move.
Absolutely.
Because it's ultimately still just an ad for all three.
Absolutely.
Why the fuck not? Run it.
People are going to recreate it now.
I wish Banquet was the national star over Coors Light, but I get the appeal. It's much more drinkable, but Banquet's good. That's like that's a nice drink.
I would go for a whole pack. Never mind. I'd do a Coors Light, I think.
They sell
But I
banquets
love
at the corner.
banquets. I love banquets.
They're great.
They really are. Love the shape. Love the feel.
In
good taste.
Golden, Colorado, right where the brewery is, I had a Coors banquet on tap. It was a summer day, sitting by the river at the Golden Hotel.
Delicious.
And it was the most delicious beer within the context of that setting I've ever had in my entire life. Incredibly refreshing, incredibly fresh. Rocky Mountain Smooth, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
Ooh! Fired up just thinking about it.
Is that its own sector then of Coors then? So it's not owned by all three of those? Or do you think they also own
What is?
the Coors Banquet?
Yes, it's all one thing.
Got it.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Maybe it's like its own little private label.
Why the fuck wouldn't Coors own Coors? Like, it doesn't make any sense that you would think that those could be separate.
Is it?
Do you think that
even
Miller
possible?
Lite and like Miller High Life are different companies?
No.
Well,
Damn, what a monopoly on fucking beer, bro.
yeah, the fact that
That's insane.
it is a lot. They're great.
I love a good Bud Light.
Fuck no.
Come on. That shit rips.
You probably like a Michelob Ultra too. You like a Zima kind of guy.
I don't know what a Zima is, but
It was a 90s thing. They brought it back for
Michelob
nostalgia,
is-
but nobody liked it in the first place.
That's
So
a fucking blue bottle. I don't think I've ever had one of those.
that's low calories, bud.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I should try it. Might be good for me. Good for my health. I did see the Ben Affleck and J-Lo one, and I thought that was hilarious.
I couldn't hear most of it, but I watched it all. It seemed good. Good for Affleck to get his donut ad. Like, he just wanted that so bad.
Yeah.
And now he gets free Dunkin' for life, probably. So, like, that's, like, the best thing that's ever happened to him, I'm sure. Like, he really loves that shit. That's Boston strong.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So, I love Ben Affleck. So, I'm all for whatever he does.
Yeah.
Big Affleck guy.
What else?
You're a Matt Damon guy.
Do I seem like a Matt Damon guy?
Yeah. You're dressed like him right now.
I guess I'll go with that. Matt Damon's not bad.
Because
I don't
it
think
makes
I've ever
sense though
seen The
too.
Bourne
Because
Identity.
like we're like in body comparison between the two. Like if one of us had to be one of the guys,
Yeah.
I'd definitely be the Matt Damon and you'd be the Ben Affleck.
Oh.
You know,
But
and that's why we like the other guy better.
Oh, I guess I get it. I never feel like Ben Affleck. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, you think I feel like Matt Damon? No,
Maybe.
no. I mean, I wish.
Right.
I would love my esteem to be that high. Maybe not that high, because I genuinely don't deserve it. You know,
Yeah.
Matt Damon feels like Matt Damon for a reason. He earned it, and genetically, won the lottery.
And the East Coast just cuts cold. I think. Where is he even from? The East Coast too.
They're both Boston guys.
Okay,
What
I
the
was making
fuck?
sure. Yeah,
Come on,
knew,
you know.
I knew that Ben Affleck was
Well, that's where they know each other.
right.
From the harbor.
Just cuts. It's different. Different kind of people there. They're not softies like us Midwest folks. Fucking crybabies.
That's the Midwest you're from, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, we're a bunch of fucking crybabies.
I firmly disagree. I mean, like, the region as a whole, that would be accurate, but not here.
Yeah, I agree.
It's kind of a blue-collar, rough-and-tumble kind of town. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel those roots, but I feel like a Midwest softie, no doubt. I don't feel like a blue collar worker that's like struggling to survive. Like I know.
Oh, that's 100% what I feel like.
Like I don't feel like that. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm just a bitch.
Yeah, kinda.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense.
Right on. Anyway. So yeah, the ad tricked me. My only wins was a backup bet. I parlayed the points over with the Chiefs -1.
Yeah.
They were like +1.5, so it technically like boosted the odds a bunch to make them -1. But it's like this is my backup bet, so they would literally have to win for this to make sense anyway.
Yeah.
Because I have an Eagles win. So yeah, that worked out, and then I got. a team to convert a 2-point conversion because the Eagles do that shit anyway, whether they need to or not, and then they happen to need to, and Jalen Hurts just fucking trucked a guy. Incredible run. And then my big money winner, which was also a guarantee, the odds on this made no sense to me, so I really took advantage of it, was Jalen Hurts over 1.5 touchdowns rushing.
What were the odds of that?
They were great. I bet 25 and I won like 200 or something.
Ooh.
Like they were way too good.
Yeah.
It's like he scores 2 rushing touchdowns like every game. It feels like, and he ran for 3. So I probably could have gotten even sweeter odds if there was like a 2.5.
If you if the quantity was more.
But I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Like that was a no-brainer to me. So that was my big winner. I had like multiple parlays where like it was like different players' stats. These were like pre-made ones that I just went with.
Yeah.
It was like a bunch of player stats and every player hit their stats on one of them, but then it was Eagles win, so that one lost. And then there was one of them where everything happened except like one guy missed his yardage.
Yeah.
So I lost out on those. I was pretty close on like way too much shit, but that's like always the case. I could say that every week. Like when I used to bet like 10 games a week when I could afford it a year ago.
Yeah.
That would happen every week.
Yeah.
There'd be like 3 bets where it's like, oh, if just like one tiny little thing changed, it's like, yeah, well, that's why the odds were so good in your favor because those things weren't all going to happen together. So
yeah.
You can cry about it all day, but the Gainwell touchdown really irks me.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't even worth reviewing. They were right there, and then they score on the next play. It's like,
why not let it go?
Yeah. The every scoring play is reviewed thing is bullshit. Like, they review too much unprompted now. Like, let the game play out. There's too much, like, I'm over all the automated replay. It's like college. In college, all replay is automated, and they review everything all the time, and it takes forever.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And they're way worse at analyzing stuff, too, so each one takes a long time, and it happens all the time, and these games just drag and drag and drag. And it's like, I understand the premise. It's like you want to get scoring plays correct. And also, I'm mainly saying this because it would have got me $180, but I also kind of think this, It's just like, I don't know. The times when the review will actually overturn something in a significant way are not enough that it's worth it. And it's like, if you really, really want to review it, then you should have your challenge. That's why they added the challenges. Now what's the point? You can throw your challenge flag fucking whenever because everything else is automated review anyway. It's dumb.
Wait, when did they add a challenge flag?
What? That's been a thing for like 30, 40 years.
Oh, I was like,
years.
what? I didn't even know that was a thing.
Well, that's the thing. Because the reviews are so automated, they never need to get used anymore. Because
Right.
You can only use it to review a non-scoring, non-turnover play. Basically, someone catches a ball out of bounds or not. Or makes like drops a ball or not.
That's the only time that you can technically challenge it, you're saying.
Correct. Because if it's scoring or a turnover, it's automatic.
Yeah.
And it's just like, we slowed the game down. They had to run an extra play for no, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like they could have just scored and we could have moved on. It doesn't actually benefit. It didn't benefit anything specifically in this case.
But
there's not a million cases of it working to like save things.
Right.
But it's also like that's how some things should just go. Like, I don't know. Like, oh, we missed the call. That should be part of the game. The fact that, like, why have refs at all then? Just automate every part of everything?
Oh, there'll be robot refs one day, right?
But they don't even need to be on the field. It's like, why not?
It's all cameras.
It can just, you can just announce it.
Right.
You have a guy in a booth and be like, there was a penalty there.
It would really change the relationship and the reaction of
It's
all the
stupid,
coaches,
right?
though.
But that's what I'm saying. It's just like,
we love a good
do we want a
cursing
human element to the sport or not? Like, I
Right.
don't know.
Well,
I don't think there should be like the digital strike zone in baseball that tells you if a pitch was perfect or not. Like the call makes it more intense.
Yeah.
It's part of it. Like that slight little pause and shit like that. Like those are great moments. And there's a reaction and shit. What's the guy going to react to?
Right.
People are going to start swinging at projectors. Like it's dumb. There's times when it makes sense, but like I don't know.
I mean, the game would go by a lot faster if they stop.
And then they fucking reviewed the Devontae Smith play. There was not enough evidence to overturn it, and then they overturned it and fucked the Eagles over. And it's like that's bullshit because it was automatic review because it's under 2 minutes.
Yeah,
which is always part of the rules too. That's not like a recent thing with the other thing I was just talking about with all the automated scoring ones, but it's like there wasn't enough evidence. I stand by that. That was a clean catch. Devontae Smith was a monster yesterday. Anyway. So, yeah, those are my winners. The 2-point conversion, the Chiefs, and the Jalen Hurts 2 tutties.
Congrats.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, the Eagles did not work out.
I think you played your cards pretty well. You know?
For the most part, I mean, my goal was to get, like, the food I catered for free, like, in winning. I only netted out to be positive, like, $30.
Oh, cool. Well, it's just, you know.
Yeah, in the green is still good.
Always.
But would have been cool, you know, to just get, like, a whole meal for free, too.
Yeah.
Really soak it all in.
You could get, like, you could go to McDonald's twice. You know what, that $30?
Well, right, but I mean the one that I had already paid for that day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Wait, no, I thought that's what you just said, is you made that money back.
No.
Oh.
I mean the money I put in to bet, I made back plus $30.
Got it. But not the rest. Yeah, I understand now.
Yep. He's a little slow, but he gets there.
Boy, do I. Boy, ever do I.
It was a hell of a game.
Yeah. Loved Rihanna. Again. I'm not bashing. Just saying. The lipstick was kind of... the stage design was the biggest thing. I was just like, well, I feel like I'm watching a Kanye thing. You know?
Yeah, the outfit, too.
Yeah. Especially the outfit, actually.
Yeah.
It's very, like, bold and brass.
Yeah.
They love that real dramatic shit right now, so it made sense. Like, that's what's in. That, like, plating on the chest and stuff, it's, like, super in right now.
Yeah.
Specifically that.
The
top.
I don't care for it.
I feel like those outfits just kind of, like, for the rest of the dancers, we just kind of see that same vibe going on every time. You know, they're, like, some kind of fashion military. It's just like...
yeah, right.
And it's, like, it's cool. I don't know.
Would you join the fashion militia?
I don't think so.
You got the boots.
If I recall correctly, they had like some kind of, you know, visor, sunglass thing. I would like wear that.
You know what would look good on you? An umbrella hat.
I don't think so.
I think you would look fucking amazing with an umbrella hat.
I would do one of those
pinwheel hats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before the umbrella
hat. The umbrella hat makes more sense. Like the multicolor, you know what I'm talking about.
Would it be completely covering my head with a little bit of overhang, or you think it would be like tiny?
No, it's still wider than your head. It works. Like they're functional. I'll show you. I'm going to pull up a pic.
I'll do it. I would totally do it.
Okay, if I could find one for under $20, will you buy one?
Yeah.
And do the season finale with it on.
Great.
Oh, this one's huge. This one's bigger than I imagined.
They got some design ones where we're really
well,
thinking.
this is what I pictured, but not this wide. It's loading.
It's like a whole ass umbrella.
It's a lot of umbrella.
I feel like it would hurt my neck.
Yeah, see what I mean? That's too much umbrella.
I would get down on it. It is too much.
Hey, it'd probably be good for riding a bike.
I'd try to stand on my head first thing.
That doesn't make any sense.
I just think it would look goofy. Be funny. Look at me standing on my head on my umbrella.
Wow, look, naturally a propeller hat also showed up in the search for an umbrella hat.
Those are fucking sick.
It's the same kind of guy.
Yeah.
Windy City Novelties has one for $2.90. Where is that? You could just go pick that up.
$2.90.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So
is that the pinwheel hat or the umbrella cap?
The umbrella.
It's $3?
Yeah.
I would think that the umbrella hat would be more expensive than the pinwheel hat. You know what I mean? Like that's.
You would think so.
I guess there's no market for it. Nobody wants them. We should bring it back.
Where is this place?
I don't know. Windy City Novelty. Probably, somewhere in Hollywood. Up north.
You think?
Yeah.
Nah, this is probably on like Archer Avenue. I don't know if you can go. Anyway.
Archer Avenue? I can't go to Archer Avenue?
You could.
Oh. You said
no, but I'm saying I don't
go.
know if it's like a we have a store kind of place.
Got it. I could just show up. Hey,
we'll look
an
into
umbrella
it.
hat.
We'll look into it. Justice will get an umbrella hat and or a helicopter hat.
Everybody gets a goofy hat.
What's my hat?
A cowboy hat.
That's not even goofy.
It's kind of goofy on you.
Why? Because I'm short?
I don't think so. Hey, man, you don't gotta call yourself out on that.
What? I'm Matt Damon. I know my limitations.
I mean, it'd be funny if it was like a big ass cowboy hat because of your shortness, but that's
like
not what
a
I'm
Doug
talking about.
Dimmadome style.
Yeah, but that's not what I was talking about. Just a straightforward one, like Crocodile Dundee style.
I think that's not a cowboy hat.
Oh, what is it?
I don't know. Some Australian shit. Is it a pork pie hat? What are those?
A pork pie hat? No, either way, that's the one though. You like Outback Steakhouse, No, Crocodile Dundee. They don't wear hats at Outback. I don't think. I've never been.
You never been to Outback? It's pretty good.
I don't recall.
The Bloomin' Onion's like 1,500 calories or something.
Can you describe a blooming onion to me?
No, never had it.
Oh, well.
But it's like their popular app. You're an app guy.
Love some good apps.
Yeah.
Some hors d'oeuvres.
You fucking waste money on apps.
For sure.
You're like, oh, yeah, we can all split 4 mozzarella sticks and 4 potato skins, even though there's 7 of us, and they were $25 a piece. It's a scam. You're a restaurant man. You should know. Apps are a scam.
Love them. I don't give a fuck. I love a good app. I just like a good pre-snack for the meal, It's my little warm-up.
Get a cup of soup.
That's funny you say that because I never get soup.
What if
unless it's the French onion.
I was
at
just
Le
going to
Bouchon.
say, what if there's a French onion?
Gotta go. No,
What's
I don't
better?
always go.
What's
for the
better?
soup.
French onion soup at Le Bouchon or French onion soup at Village Tavern, Schaumburg, Illinois? Don't lie to me.
It's Le Bouchon.
No chance.
Yeah.
No chance.
Actually, that French onion soup at Village Tavern.
It's God tier.
Dude, that food is delicious.
That's
but no,
one of the
it's
best restaurants
yeah.
in the suburbs. In
Top
all
tier
of the
chicken
suburbs.
fingers for sure.
Well, the best on earth and the best honey mustard to compliment.
Yeah.
Unreal.
It's worth any drive if you're in the Chicago area.
I've driven out there when I had a car still. I've
absolutely.
gone out there just for a little tav.
I've met you guys out there from Sleepy Hollow, which is kind of a cruise, kind of the
Oh,
opposite
that's
direction.
so worth the drive, though.
It's like 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
Probably.
No, it's more actually.
Yeah. Anyway.
So, wait, why are we talking about the chicken wings there?
We were talking about French onion soup.
apps. Yeah, fucking. That's not an app. If I'm with a group, I will avoid the soup because I'm trying to, trying to pass that shit around. You can't share soup.
That's
like
a
that.
catchphrase if I've ever heard one. You need to trademark that immediately. If I'm with a group, I don't get the soup. Why, you're so paranoid about seeming selfish? You're allowed to order whatever
It has
you
nothing
want.
to do with paranoia.
There's not mandatory sharing required.
I don't think that there is. It just seems like fun, Get fries for the table,
You get like little butterflies in
fries.
your tummy. That's what it is.
Yeah,
It's
something.
like a first date for you every time you order an appetizer.
Kind of.
You're like, guys, what if
If
our
it's a
fingers
good
touch in the
app-
chicken fingers?
Me and my clammy hands.
Oh, yeah, that's why it's so gross. You just like shove your fingers in your mouth and then grab food. You eat like a 7-year-old.
Make a mess like one too.
Yeah, watching you eat donuts makes me sick to my stomach. It's disgusting.
It's because on both instances I've disappointed.
You've been on like 500 milligrams of THC every time I watch you eat donuts, but it's disgusting.
It looks like a 7-year-old.
Your fingers are wet. It's so nasty. Like your knuckles shine.
You have to open every door to get to the next place because my hands are so wet.
It's disgusting. Oh.
It's all that sugar coursing through my veins that makes it sweat more too, you know?
That's not a thing, man.
Well, my hyperhidrosis is.
Is that a real thing you have?
I don't think so.
Well, your glands are open, buddy.
Oh, for sure. I'm oily.
You gotta do something to your glands. I don't know what it is.
I'm not going to.
You gotta clear
I'm
those.
going to let it flow.
Oh. That's probably why you're so skinny all the time. It's not even your metabolism. You just don't stop sweating. So, like, you just can't.
I'm about to do something sweaty.
Is it because, like, yeah, it's like an endless cycle, you know? You need to, like,
yeah.
You need to start eating, like, whale meat. You gotta black market that shit and beef
I
up.
don't think I've ever had whale.
Blubber nugget? Yeah, it's illegal.
We should search that out.
I think, what about Nova Scotia?
Yeah, somewhere up there.
Don't they still do it?
Is that north or south? It's north.
Nova Scotia?
It's up, no way up north.
It's like above Maine,
Yeah.
I think.
Oh,
it might not be. But
we'll double check.
it's definitely north of here.
We
though.
will
Like,
circle back
no
to
question.
Nova Scotia blubber meat.
Yeah.
Or whale meat, because
all of
every
Canada
mammal
is north of where we are. Like,
that
no
is
doubt.
right.
Yeah.
And Nova Scotia is there.
Yes.
And they might have whale meat.
Maybe.
They might.
I think Japan's definitely still rocking the whale. If I had to guess. They are, like,
I don't know.
Completely decimated their fish population. The tuna's almost extinct, I think.
Over there? Are you serious?
Yeah.
We should probably stop eating fucking tuna then. Are we making our own?
Well, they should fucking make an effort.
Are we engineering our own now? Oh, the tuna should make an effort to make more of themselves?
No, the Japanese should make an effort to allow that to happen.
Oh, because they're just
eating
up all the ahi.
They're over farming, yeah. Or not over farming, over hunting, whatever.
Overproducing ahi tuna melts and or
melts? I don't think they eat melts in Japan. They don't know what that word. There's no word for melt, probably.
Damn. That's a bummer.
Like, other than to, like, literally melt something, like a candle, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But there's no food called a melt, I bet. Well, they have a lot of KFC over there. Never mind.
KFC has those little bacon bowls.
Well, didn't they just come out with, like, a taco with the chicken bun?
That sounds fucking gross.
Well, remember the stacker or whatever? No, not that. That wasn't called the stacker.
Layer thing.
But it was 2 chicken buns and then bacon and cheese in the
middle.
middle.
I remember that.
Yeah, they're nasty, bro. They don't give a fuck. They're like the shit you would see in a skit about fast food. They make it for real.
They're an amalgamation of all the fast food.
They're like, you know the buckets we use for family-sized chicken? You can now get that full of mashed potatoes. And it's only $8.99, and it's like, that doesn't make any sense. What is
buckets
this?
of calories? Well, come try this shit. You just stack the buckets up. They're interlocking buckets, cap to bottom. You know. Stack them up, carry them out.
Yeah, it's gross.
Take them out on a dolly.
You can get a gravy in a large soda cup, which is 64 ounces.
One day you'll be able to dolly out your food at KFC.
I will say, the ratio of Dunkin' is pure fast food, and like a large coffee is like 48 ounces. It's insane that they think that that's just normal to hand out to people. You're like, can I get a large coffee? They're literally like, it's the kind where it's just the base is normal to fit in the cup holder. You know? Like, it's like the XL at McDonald's is a large at Dunkin', and it's full of coffee. It's like, what?
Need my Dunkin'.
I digress. We spending this last 10 on the King of Comedy.
Oh yeah, we should.
I don't have a million things to say. What a beautiful, excellent film.
Martin Scorsese delivers another cinematic masterpiece.
Truly, like what
It's
a
so
fucking
true.
legend. De Niro's so good. Do you know what he did for this movie?
No.
It's
De
like you
Niro?
read about what he did for Raging Bull and Godfather Part 2 and whatever else, and he's just fucking amazing. I fucking love this guy. He started distancing himself from every celebrity he knew, and like he started following people that stalked him around, and he started just basically like stalking people and like acting crazy. And he like one day confronted one of his stalkers, and he's like, "What do you want with me?" And the guy's like, "I just want to take you out to dinner, hang out. You seem like we'd be friends." And he like went out to dinner with the guy and like learned a bunch of shit about him. Great stories. Just read them. They're fucking awesome. All of his preparation for his roles back then, like, the man was an artiste for
He really is.
20 years straight before
Yeah.
he really, like, kind of just settled in to being, like, a check guy. But whatever.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
put in so much work,
Yeah.
you know?
You can. I mean,
His performance was amazing. I will say his like lady accomplice, and whenever she was on screen, she was annoying. It was too much for me. It was too crazy, too real crazy.
The shit that she was doing, like when Jerry Lewis was when he was taped up,
He was
just like,
phenomenal, by the way.
but the girl, I was just like, dude, just like this is fucking. If it was real life, she would
It
have
was too
already
much.
ripped it off and fucked him. Like that's it. It wouldn't have been that complicated.
Right.
She wasn't that delusional. I don't.
She
think.
reminded me of like, did you ever see After Hours? Also a Scorsese movie.
No.
She it's like kind of the same character that's in that movie. It's just like a really unstable woman,
Yeah.
and she was kind
But
of
I
too
love
much
that
in that
Scorsese
movie too.
does the unstable woman like that. Like there's a through line.
There's
for
like
all
a
of those
soap
women.
opera level
Always.
dramatism
It's like
to all of
they're
it.
so
Yeah.
displaced from the reality of even the movie
Because
that they're
that's
just like
what-
fucking. You're just like Jesus, get out of my like. I don't want to look at her really. It would throughout. It's
Because
like,
that's what it's like when you're hopped up on coke being nagged by your wife. That's what it seems like. So every woman to him is just a nightmare.
I could just see it in his face too.
Yeah.
you know? He's
I'm
got
pretty
that,
sure it was
Get out of my face, bitch.
it was a rough time for him for sure. All the shots were great, you know, as always, really good stuff. I loved how well they made you not know anything. Because like, does he live with his mom? Is all of that stuff really in his house? He later says that his mom died, like when he's actually on the show. Is he actually on the show?
I don't think he was.
Because then at the very, very end, no, I think all the stuff he was saying at the end didn't happen. Like he was in his jail
yeah.
cell finishing the rest of his storyline in his head. But really, once the truth came out, everybody was like, oh, that guy is crazy. We're done.
Yeah.
And he ended up, you know, like fulfilling the prophecy by saying that at the end, like, rather be a star for one night. But I do think that is the more fun ending, that he goes on and has all that success. That's like Airheads.
Yeah.
Airheads is the fun version of the King of Comedy, basically. So they're like, how do we make it just both? Like, it's like an early version of his Shutter Island work with his twist, you don't know what's going on ending.
Absolutely. Actually, yeah, I did understand that it's all up. Technically, it's open, and technically, he probably didn't finish all of that. You can feel that too at the end. Absolutely.
Yeah, and like his set was okay, but I love that they did that on purpose too. They never played any of his material. He said he'd get a tape ready, and he never really did any jokes. Like something always came up. He never just told him jokes to his face. Or he told them
they
the
cut.
one or whatever.
They
Right,
cut.
exactly.
Yeah.
They intentionally never showed him do stand-up.
It was
so the whole
amazing.
time, it's like,
And I thought he sucked.
you would
That's the
assume so.
thing.
He didn't seem like he'd be funny for any reason. Just a crazy guy.
Yeah.
So it was just immaculate. As I was watching it, I was like, this is fucking incredible. Just wow. Super underappreciated. Didn't go over well. Didn't make very much money.
Yeah.
Critical reevaluation, of course. You know, people know what's up now.
Yeah, and it feels
He was on too much of a role, basically, and like he was pissing people off and stuff. And there's a lot of like Hollywood politics that went into why he was in some trouble. But the movie's amazing.
Yeah.
Even De Niro, people said that his role wasn't good. They're like, oh, he's the same every time now. And it's like, no, this is actually a way different character. This isn't like Travis Bickle.
Yeah.
Just because they're both crazy, they're not similar at all. This
No.
guy doesn't seem violent in any way.
Right.
I never once thought that he was gonna like snap at anybody.
Right.
I just thought he was so delusional that he was just gonna be terrible. But that also would have been the gimme ending. I don't know. I loved it. And just like that design, again, whether it's real or not, but him in that room with the audience plastered and like that shot, him in front of that,
Yeah.
it's so cinematic and it makes him seem that much crazier. Like it's both a great thing. You know what I mean? Oh,
There are like the elements that did make you feel like he was crazy though, because it was so stylized and he put all of that together so well. Like when he was even making his tape, there was always the sliver of like, well, he's probably funny. Somebody told him along the way that he was good at this, and he just is really riding it out. And it's just like he really brought it to the next level as like that.
Oh, see, I don't know. I think all is a hard word, but I think like the story he told in his set was probably mostly true.
Yes.
And yeah, he was just like a guy in an apartment forever. There's always those stories about those New York guys. Like, oh, he lived in the same apartment for 35 years. Nobody really talked to him, whatever. And it's very conceivable that that guy could just love stand-up comedy and be obsessed.
Right.
Like, it's 100% a very real, believable thing. Now, I thought the idea that, like, they were, like, stalker accomplices is weird. Like, I don't think stalkers would befriend each other. They would be, like, selfish.
Right.
And think that it's, like, you know, it's, like, all for them. I don't know. But he was, like, a stalker in the realm of trying to get something out of it, and she was a real one, so he could manipulate her. I guess it's all explainable as
she had the advantage, or he had the advantage over her.
He
for
was
sure.
somewhat more level-headed. Like
Right.
his plan did kind of work
Right.
to start. When they just showed up at his house, though, the beach house thing, that was rough to watch. It was so awkward.
It was an amazing. Yeah.
Well,
again,
and see, this is where
Jerry Lee's performance was awesome.
he was really
because
good.
of that scene. I was like, this is fun.
This is what, like, you know how Joker, they said, was just this movie with Taxi Driver, and that was the whole concept? Like, you could see that the whole time. But I thought that, like, the worst part of Joker, well, amongst a few things, but was the Zazie Beetz reveal that they're not actually dating. It was really lazy, and it was and they did like unnecessary flashbacks to really like hammer it home, and I remember that bothering me too. Whereas in this one, he actually dated the girl and did something worse. It's worse than just being like, it's more than just in his head. He home invaded somebody with her, and completely misled her, and she realizes right away that he's a lunatic, and that's way more powerful than fucking montage of this already too long movie. Now here's 3 more minutes explaining how she's fake, like them dating is fake. It was dumb. Anyway,
I did. Yeah, that.
And that was the mistake they made in Joker too. He went up on stage and sucked.
Right.
I just realized that. Like, why would he all of a sudden just put on the makeup and then be good at stand up? It doesn't really make sense if we already saw him suck at stand up.
Yeah. Yeah. The idea.
I get it. Like, the character pumped up his confidence,
Yeah,
whatever.
But they weren't good jokes in the first place, so.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it would have been more believable if he was actually funny, because it always felt like as a kid when I saw the Joker, he was doing crazy shit, but also smart about it. It's like, it's and then now, sir, like back to just Joker. I don't think about often that movie.
Well, no,
I like.
Here's the thing:
the influence that this movie had on it. It made me like King of Comedy more. I was like, oh, that's kind of like they kind of stole that from in Joker, you know?
Right. It helped give the context of just how much he stole, because I was like, this isn't that much like Taxi Driver.
Right.
But it is very much like King of Comedy. It's almost the same movie. Now, here's the thing: I still think that's the best way to go with a. Like, if you're going to do a comic book adjacent movie, be really creative and do something unique. Even if you're admitting to, like, paying a huge, giant homage to all the other movies.
Yeah.
It's still more creative than just being like, we're going to CGI the fuck out of some action stuff and you guys are going to drool.
Yeah.
You know, like, I still respect the approach.
Yeah.
I wish that De Niro, they would have gotten like a right or just went for it, and De Niro would have played the same character. like in it, like Joker was actually like a sequel to King of Comedy, technically. You know, like he's Rupert Pupkin. Like he did get out of prison and then become the next Murray Frank, whatever the guy's name was. Murray Franklin, I think, was his name in Joker.
That would be
what
so
I mean?
fun.
That would have made Joker 100 times better, in my opinion. Or a lot of people would have been really mad that love Scorsese and hate that movie.
Yeah.
But I think that would have been a fun little thing.
Yeah, I agree. Wait, what? Were there any movie trailers during the Super Bowl? Other than like that new Marvel thing?
Guardians, right. Air, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck.
That's funny.
Playing the guys at Nike trying to sign Michael Jordan in 1984.
That's so fun.
It seems like it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
So,
what? Yeah, I knew Guardians is it's a trailer that I saw now that I'm thinking about it.
I don't remember any other ones though. I mean, there were other ones for sure, but yeah.
$233,000 a second, they say.
That sounds right. Yeah, it's a few million a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're cashing out on us right now by talking about it.
Indeed they are. Indeed they are. Oh boy, we are having some technical difficulties again. Marred me last time too, so we're going to have to try to wrap this up here. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, as always. Justis finally got Better Call Saul season 6, so that'll be coming soon. I got to start watching it though.
Oh,
I'm excited.
I can do that.
I'm still a full season and a half behind on Atlanta. Season 3 pretty rough, but season 4 is supposed to be good. So
New South Park too.
The new episode was horrible.
I thought it was fun.
Well,
it's a weak one, but it was fun.
It was weak.
Ready for another
I wasn't
season.
annoyed. A lot of the times when their episodes are terrible, they're like irritatingly bad.
Yeah,
this was
spiral.
not that. I agree, but it wasn't very funny. Anyway, rate, review, subscribe. All the links in the description below. Get the Spotify review number, ratings up, whatever. Star it up. You get the gist.
Star power.
Linktree/RFAT. Adam.RFAT. You know the drill. Link in the description. Blah, 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 blah.
Punchjustice.com, punchjustice.com, punchjustice.com.
Microwaveminutes.com.
Yeah, there we go. Plugs are easy for me, bitch.
A lot of links, a lot of websites, all in the description below. And remember, I are fat, you are fat, we are fat. Calculator.